In high school, I knew that I wanted to do something with golf architecture. I emailed every architect under the sun. You took your pick of names who you wanted to. Jim and Gil were definitely up there as like, please answer me back. 1995 is when they both started together. I think as they started getting bigger, you know, realizing like we have more work, we can't be everywhere all the time, so started to kind of pick up guys along the way. Story is that Gil and Jim were working at a golf course, and one of their other business people, Bill Kittleman, who was a longtime pro at Marion, as Gil tells the story, Bill went and found this stick and started trying to cut a bunker edge in. So, you know, it's like we're just a bunch of caveman out here. Yeah, get to play in the dirt all day, so.
I've been around machinery for the longest time, pretty much all my life. And my dad tells me stories about being in a baby crib as a child behind the excavator seat. And he'd just be working away while I'm asleep in the back. So the feel for it is there.
Gil Hanse and Jim Wagner have been designing golf courses for nearly 30 years at this point. You know, they've been at Marion, they've been at Wingfoot, Oakland Hills, Pinehurst No. 4, Hoopie, PGA Frisco, Southern Hills, the Country Club. In Rio, they had the Olympics on the golf course there. That was a big deal, bringing golf back into the Olympics. That hadn't been there for, I think, over 100 years at that point. The list kind of goes on and on. You want this to be grass coming back off the back part of this, or where?
Maybe just like...
I think a caveman is somebody who is really passionate about the game and design and wants to get dirty, get out there, build it themselves, and just have a good day in the dirt. You have a topo map, kind of walk around, figure out maybe where different landforms might be, how we can connect those. We try to find golf holes, not create them.
It's all very natural looking. It just works with the landscape and in harmony with the nature. Shaping that we do is really just to push the surface drainage into the right areas. We don't want big pockets where water will sit. Native plants, it goes a long way to making it feel like it's in the surrounding area. We've moved a ton of trees around here and replanted them in different areas so we can get the fairways where we want, but also have the natural tree foliage. As you get closer to finishing, the dozer sets up the landscape, and then from there you go in with a 13-ton excavator, and then you detail it a bit more, you get the chunking in. The shaping around the functional stuff is all freehand. It's really just practice. They get the drainage, they get the floors, and then the sun goes in and you really start to see it come together.
It definitely changes from renovation, restoration to new build. A lot of what we build off of is early Marion, that natural look. If we go to a renovation or restoration, if we're lucky enough and the club has a lot of pictures and old photos, we're trying to put that back to exactly what it was the best we can and take what we know from those older architects like Seth Rayner or Tillinghast and put it back to what we can interpret they might have done.
Well, the shit has knitted together pretty good.
I could have sworn Gil laid an approach line out for them the other day. I think it'd be cool as shit if it went way up here, bringing back that old rustic charm that Colonial had and kind of incorporating that with our superintendent's, unique ability to grow really great playing surfaces.
I think you have to understand a little bit about the game. It plays a big part in how you go about building something.
We'll definitely think about how someone's going to come in over a bunker with a draw instead of a fade, really digging into the creativity. So much fun being able to think about those things.
That kind of quiet time in the machine where, I can turn on music or listen to a podcast or do something that it's just me.
Yeah, I would say there's a zone that you get into. You're thinking about those different shots that people will be coming with.
Trying to see things in the dirt. At that point, the small details are, what do I want the golfer to look at? What do you want, a guy to feel, a guy to think?
Creating something that's fun, that's easy on the eye. It feels like it flows through the landscape. It feels like you're having a walk in a park.
The idea behind what we're doing, would we have fun playing this? Stepping back in time and kind of seeing this landscape, what was Ross or Corin Crenshaw thinking? Their thought process behind it.
The evolution of bunkers actually started in that same format, with animals, rabbits, sheep hunkering down from the wind, burrowing into the sand and creating some sandy scrapes, which then the wind tended to carve out and turn into the bunkers, sand bunkers that we know in this day and age. You've got the revetting, you have the chunking of the wispy grasses, and then you have the heather, combining all to make what we think are, again, the most unique bunkers in all of golf.
It's a pretty demanding job. Overall, it's 11 months of go, go, go. The blood, the sweat, not very many tears, but some days on the verge of it for sure. Early mornings, long nights, definitely the elements. We get a 3-inch rain in an hour. Whatever you did for 4 or 5 hours might not be there again. Definitely worth it in the end though, once you get to see that finished product take growth.
You need to love what you're doing. To me, a caveman is someone that will do anything that needs to be done to build great golf courses.
Working for Gil and Jim is a dream. It's something that I'd like to continue with for the long haul.
You have to have something that kind of fulfills you at the end of the day. The challenge of building something and working with a team is more satisfying for me personally.
Being a part of the process, your passion really does play a part in building a good golf course that people will enjoy.
You have to be passionate about this to want to do it, to want to be out here every day in the rain, in the snow at times, when it's 100 degrees out here and the humidity is 120%. I mean, you're gonna get dirty, it's gonna be messy. Give me a shovel, give me a rake, whatever it's gonna take. I never thought this is what I would be doing, but now that I'm set here in place, this is it. I mean, this is what I wanna do.